When actually it's you.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. A heart so true, our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah. Every challenge along the way, with courage I will face. I will battle every day to claim my rightful place. Come with me, the time is right. There's no better team. Arm in arm, we'll win the fight. It's always been our dream. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. A heart so true, our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah. Pokemon, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. Oh, you're my best friend in a world we must defend. Pokemon, a heart so true, our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Oh, it's that time. It's the Pokemania Show. Welcome, everyone, to another Pokemania Show with me, Dragon Tamer Nate, and unfortunately not Pokemania Rick, but we've still got Ace Trainer James with us.
Oh, hey.
How's it going, James?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
I'm filling in for Rick. He's
I heard
battling someone somewhere.
He's off.
He's got
Team
lost.
Rocket have kicked off.
He's got
And,
lost in Mount Moon or something.
Yeah, he went off on a quest to defeat Team Rocket once and for all, but ended up in Mount Moon. And now he's lost, and he hasn't got any escape rope. So what can you do? So welcome everyone to another Pokemania Show. We've got a lot going on tonight. We've got lots of news to talk about, particularly with trading card game news. You will all probably have heard the release of Boundaries Crossed has been, well, it's out now. You can go and buy it, as well as theme decks. We'll be talking about that later. So big news on the trading card game front. We've got some video game news to bring you as well. Rick's, although Pokemaniac Rick isn't here, we might be hearing from him later in some way or form, which I'm looking forward to. So we've still got our regular sections. We've got Who's That Pokemon? We've got the caption contest. We've got Pokemon Card of the Week, which is I can tell you now, it's out of the new expansion. So stay tuned for that to learn a little bit about one of the cards that's caught my attention. We've also got Story Time with Rick. We've got our battle as well. It's a trading card game battle this week, so lots to look forward to. Lots coming up. In the meantime, I'm going to kick things off with a song. Rick's going to kill me for this because he doesn't like doing songs we've already played, but he knows that I can't think of Pokemon-related songs. If you listeners at home do have any ideas of songs that can be related to Pokemon in any way, please let me know, because it will help me out a lot. You can get in touch in various ways. You can text in on 60777, start your text with the word StudyVox, or you can email at radio@studyvox.com, or tweet at Pokemania FM. Or if you're on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/Pokemania FM. Hit like while you're there. We're still on the mission. If we get to 1,000 likes on Facebook,
1,000 likes, and the both of you are getting tattoos, right?
Yeah, we're both going to get Pokemon tattoos if we get to 1,000 likes on Facebook. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am. So kicking things off, it's Mewtwo with Beautiful Day.
Is a bloom, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend take you out of this place, someone you can lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. You're on the road, but you've got no destination. You're in the mud, in the maze of her imagination. Your love is down, even if that doesn't ring true. You've been all over, and it's been all over you. It's a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Touch me, take me to that other place. Teach me, I know I'm not a hopeless case. See the world in green and blue. See China right in front of you. See the canyons broken by cloud. See the tuna fleets clearing the sea out. See the bedroom fires at night. See the oil fields at first light. And see the bird with a leaf in her mouth. After the flood, all the colors came out. It was a beautiful day. Don't let it get away. Beautiful day. Touch me, take me to that other place. Reach me, I know I'm not a hopeless case. What you don't have, you don't need it now. What you don't know, you can feel it somehow. What you don't have, you don't need it now. Don't need it now. It was a beautiful day.
So there we go. That was Mewtwo with Beautiful Day here on StudyVox FM. You are listening to the Pokemania Show with me, Dragon Tamer Nate. Unfortunately, Pokemaniac Rick isn't with us today, but he will be around. Sure, we'll be hearing from him later. Anyway, let's put it that way.
I'll just have to fill in for him.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I think we've recorded some. I'm just trying to sort them out now. Recorded some sound bites of Rick earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Recording his sections, so we should be able to play them out. And also, I'm hopefully during the next song going to make a soundboard of Rick. I got him to record a few words.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon-related phrases.
Right, so
it's like Rick's going to be here, but instead you're seeing me. But I'll try and mime what he's saying,
Excellent.
if that helps. Or we could just get a picture of him.
Yeah, we could. I was just going to put the Kofi Argris that you did there.
We could do that. It is still just next door.
I don't know. Yeah, for those of you who missed the show last week, we did a Pokemania Halloween special in which we all dressed up. There was quite some interesting costumes. I know you went to you actually did woodwork to make yours.
There was woodwork involved. Woodwork wasn't involved in that. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. So how have you been this week with Pokemon? Have you been doing any Pokemon this week at all?
I've been good. I've been playing Black and White 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How
I'm
you
enjoying
finding it?
Yeah, I haven't been able to put as much time as I'd like to into
Right.
the game, but so far I've got a team of Eevees.
Okay.
Well, I went and caught 6 Eevees and then
Really?
evolved them. But there's the age-old question of which 6
Oh,
evolutions
yeah, I
you
remember
pick.
this.
It only takes 6 in your party, but there are 7 evolutions of Eevee. So, which one do we go for?
Oh, you'd think that they would. Do you think they've done that on purpose? They've made 7.
I think so. Yeah. So I had to go through and I weighed up the options, and I've decided the team that I'm currently using right now. Well, obviously Vaporeon is water.
Yeah.
And Glaceon is ice.
Really?
Right. Yeah. That's standard. So I had to pick. I was like, well, they're pretty close because all the others are so different. So I had a look at both of their moves, and it turns out Glaceon doesn't do any having water moves,
Oh, okay.
but Vaporeon has ice moves.
Has ice moves, right?
So it's just the way I've gone. So I've got rid of Glaceon, which if I've had some criticism about that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't think of any other option.
Okay. So
What would you do in that situation?
I don't know. I mean,
A lot of people are saying Leafeon is pointless.
Yeah.
Then you've got no grass, you've got no bug.
I suppose Leafeon. I would keep as long as your Vaporeon knows some decent, maybe 2 decent ice moves, because obviously against Dragon it'd be handy.
That's it.
So, but yeah, I can see the logic behind that choice. Yeah.
Oh, I thought so. But yeah, so we should be having some Rick sound bites. I'm going to work out soon to see what we can.
Yeah, that would be
See
interesting.
what we can get on.
We can see how that goes. So, kicking off straight away we've got some Pokemon news to share with you guys. If you do have Pokemon Black and White 2 and you are enjoying it, there's at the minute, if you go onto the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection service, you have the chance to fight and battle the Senior Division Challenge. The guy who won the Senior Division Challenge in 2012. You can fight his team on Pokemon Black version 2 and Pokemon White version 2 and see if you've got what it takes to beat the world champion. Tola Webb, his name is. And yeah, so if you assemble your best team to fight, I won't be doing that because I'm not nowhere near far enough in Black and White 2 yet. Haven't traded any of my Pokemon over either yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big job. It's a big job. I know Rick's got a bigger job to do because
he's got 645 Pokemon,
Yeah.
hasn't he? That's how many he's caught. He's got to transfer them across between the games.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
You have to do it through some kind of mini game as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
Also, don't forget if you are playing Pokemon Black and White 2, to head over to the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, mystery gift, download your Genesect. 'Cause,
oh yeah, how long we got left on that?
to be honest, I think it ends at the end of this week.
So if you want your Genesect, get on that now.
Get it.
Because otherwise the Genesect's gone.
Definitely.
Especially if you're trying to catch them all like Rick is. I mean, Ace Trainer Rick. No, is it Ace Trainer Rick? What's his
Pokemaniac.
Pokemaniac
Yeah,
Rick, who unfortunately isn't here today for anyone who hasn't seen the show before. So I'm sitting in his place. He has been on the quest for quite a while now to catch all of the Pokemon, especially all the new ones. I think that's 651
Yeah.
652 or something like that, with the new ones about adding, especially the ones in black and white too. So he's been trying to do that. He's so far, I think he's 5 Pokemon away, and the only reason he's away is because there are some Pokemon that haven't actually been released by Nintendo yet.
There's 3 that he can't get at the moment.
Because he won't cheat. He won't use anything to cheat to get them. He wants to actually catch them or trade for them. So
absolutely.
If you can help him out, I'm sure we'll get a list of those Pokemon put on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd love that. You know, I think that would make his day. I know I've got Deoxys and Keldeo that he needs.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's got 3 more that he needs to get after that. It's getting close. Not many people have done that.
No. Don't forget you can phone in on 01235 835 333.
Yeah.
You can also text StudyVox and your message to 60777. Email radio@studyvox.com or send us a tweet at StudyVoxFM. I've just loaded our tweets up now. So
okay. Tweet at Pokemania FM as well.
Yeah, of course. New one.
The new
at
one.
Pokemania FM.
Yeah. Thanks to all the followers. That's been going crazy recently. So
and
thank you.
We've got the Facebook page now, facebook.com/PokemonFM. Pokemania FM, sorry, where you can view all of the competitions. So we will be having competitions today.
Yep.
I don't know if we've got them ready. Or...
yeah, we have. We can put them on now. Actually, that can be our next section.
Okay.
So, kicking things off, we've got Who's That Pokemon? This is our first competition, and this is the image. So there it is. Who is that Pokemon?
Can you figure that out?
It's I tried to make it a little bit harder than last week because I got told off for it being too easy. We'll announce what it was last week and the winner a little bit later on, but that is this week's Who's That Pokemon?
And don't forget, if you enter that competition and win, you would win a pack of Pokemon cards. And these are the Boundaries Crossed, are they? Or Dragon Exalted?
These are the Dragon Exalted ones.
Dragon Exalted. So I think the week after, we're going to try and get some Boundaries Crossed, which is the latest
next week.
Card packs out. And how many cards do you win in that, Den?
You win 10.
10?
10 and an online code
which
to get booster credit.
Yeah, so even more.
Yeah. Just a quick note on the Pokemon trading card game online. If you've not played it yet, I've been playing it quite a lot this week. It's really good. It's still in beta stage, so there's a few things that are coming soon and things that they're improving on. But at the moment, as a whole, it's a really good game. It's completely free to play. You get your booster credits every time you buy a pack in any shop, and it's kind of just like having another collection of cards but online digitally. So and you can also trade and stuff now, so yeah, check it out.
That's cool.
Head over to PokemonTCG.com and it's all there.
I like the being able to trade because I played it, and I don't know if anyone knows, you can get them really cheap on eBay.
Yeah,
just if you were just online, and I had like 3 Mew X's.
Really?
And I didn't need that many. Because they're alright, but you only really need one if you're going to use one. So I thought I'd trade it through... but I couldn't trade before, but now you can.
You can even trade... there's some cards that people really want to get hold of. They're willing to trade full packs of full booster credits.
Well, I guess that's a bit of a gamble, though, isn't it?
It is.
Because, like, someone could go, I'll give you 3 booster packs for this awesome Pokemon, and then you just get, like, a pack full of Magikarps.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Pidgeys.
Yeah.
I don't know that will happen, but...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is a risk. I haven't bought any of the Boundaries Crossed booster packs yet, but I did have a booster credit left on my account, so I bought one digitally today on the Boundaries Crossed, and I did get Keldeo EX straight away, I got another EX that I can't quite remember right now, but yeah, I was pleased with Keldeo EX because there's a lot of people after it. I'll talk a little bit about that card in a bit. I'll show you. Are you
going to keep it, or are you going to trade it for packs?
I'm gonna keep it because it could be the best card of the new expansion.
Okay, so you've kind of hit it lucky on your first pack.
I really have, yeah.
Getting that, because I remember, was it Mew X? And the last one you said was a 1 in 64 pack chance.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is probably about the same.
Yeah, it is. I was really pleased to get it actually. Although I do like the real cards as well, so hopefully I can get it.
Oh, we've had a tweet in here from Saya Springfield, asking about Genesect, because we've just been talking about him, getting him with the Mystery Gift. Yeah. Well, I think Genesect is actually Rick's Pokemon
of the week. Yeah.
Possibly. So you'll be hearing a little bit more about Genesect later when we play that out.
Yeah. Just if you're unsure of how to get Genesect, on your main menu on the game, before you load your game up, hit Mystery Gift, then Nintendo, WFC, Wi-Fi connection, and it will search for a little bit and it will say Genesect found Pokemon, and you'll be able to download it. Once it's downloaded, if you go into a Pokemon, load up your game and go to a Pokemon Center, there should be a delivery man as you walk in on the left near the front door of the Pokemon Center. Talk to him, he'll give you the Pokemon, and it'll go straight into your party, have a party space, and then you can put it in your box from there, do whatever you want.
Sounds like you've already done it, Nate.
I have. Well, no, I haven't done it with Genesect. I'll need to get Genesect.
You've done it with another one?
I've done it with quite the Darkrai and Keldeo and things like that.
See, I did it with Victini.
Oh, yeah.
On Black and White. I haven't done it. I haven't got Genesect yet. I've got to be fast. I've only got a few days left.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, so make sure you get hold of Genesect before.
Then again,
before the end of the week.
I'm pretty happy with my Eevee Evolution team right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've pretty much got all bases covered.
You have. I've never really heard of anyone doing that before. I'm sure there must be, but I've never known anyone who's done it before. But yeah, it could be interesting. But yeah, Genesect, get hold of him. I've just remembered, actually, it's just come to mind now. It's till the 12th. You've got till the 12th. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that'd be good. So yeah, that is still on the webcam. It's Who's That Pokemon? You can get in touch with all the ways we've said. You'll win a booster pack containing 10 cards. And also we do have our other contest, which is the caption contest.
I like the jingles here,
yeah,
Nate.
I know.
Yeah, it's good work.
So yeah, the caption contest, we put an image of a snapshot from a Pokemon episode, and we want you to come up with some creative and comedic captions. Send them in. Whichever we laugh at the most or think's quite clever will be the winner for that. We can announce that next week as well. And again, you'll win a booster pack containing 10 cards. I should also say you do get an extra prize for the Who's That Pokemon. You do actually win whatever that Pokemon is. You will win the trading card of that Pokemon,
as well as the pack.
As well as the booster.
You will also win a trading card.
Absolutely.
Of that card.
Back onto the caption. Here is the caption. It's on the webcam now. For those of you who are listening audio only, a brief explanation is it's Team Rocket and Meowth, of course, wearing some kind of night vision goggles. I wonder what's going on there. I have no idea.
I think this is actually from the latest series.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, from the newest series of Pokemon.
Do you know what? I think because just looking at the resolution of it, you can tell it's very bright.
Very bright, and there's a yeah.
So yeah, that is our. They'll be cycling on the webcam for the next. Well, to the end of the show, they'll be cycling. That should work now. And
also, you can check them on our Pokemon Facebook page.
Yes.
Facebook.com/Pokemania FM.
Yep.
And also, I'm posting them on Twitter. I just need a copy of the caption. The Who's That Pokemon?
Yes.
You, and then I'll get that on Twitter.
We'll sort
as
that
well.
out during the next song.
So, Nate, what do you want to do now? Do you want to talk about your thing, or?
I think we should play a song. We should play a song. We can talk about my. I've still got my Pokemon card of the week to come, which is good. I'm actually talking about quite a lot of cards because mainly the featured ones of this new expansion. There's a lot going on, a lot of new potential tactical decks to be made from the cards that have been released. Also, the massive announcement of Ace Spec cards. All that to come after First of the Year Equinox by Snorlax.
Before we play this, for any new listeners who don't understand, we actually name, we try and take songs originally and change the names of them for Pokemon. So if you have any suggestions yourself, send them in, because we always struggle. We're actually playing ones back. Rick's normally really good at this, but obviously as he's not here today,
I'm just playing ones we've already done because I'm so bad at it.
But if you do have any Pokemon related songs or names of songs with Pokemon names in, so Nate, introduce it again.
This is First of the Year by Snorlax.
So bad. And we're back.
That was Snorlax with First of the Year. It was really Skrillex, but Snorlax, that's the kind of thing we're looking at.
That's the kind of thing we're looking for. But not much further than that. I mean, like, as close as you can get, the better.
Yeah.
You know what I was just saying today? I'm actually think I'm going to go download some songs from Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
they release
some actual Pokemon songs.
That would probably help us.
It would.
I mean,
I
know
would.
we've got the intro, which is great, and everyone loves the main Pokemon theme.
Everyone does.
But yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Now, I think I've got this sorted. Rick recorded, because he obviously is not here today, because he's back. I think he's got lost in Mount Moon.
Yeah, he's in Mount Moon.
Something like that. So we've recorded some sound bites of him for an occasion just like this. So I'm going to try one now. If you just bear with me 1 second. Let's see if this works. I'm not going to know if we hear this, so let me know. Oh, 1 second.
That's what Diglett said.
Okay, you should have heard something about Diglett.
I'm going to get some headphones.
Pokeballs trapped.
Okay, these are different phrases that Rick recorded earlier.
Okay, let me hear the Diglett one. I want to hear what he said.
And that's when she said she had crabbies.
Yeah, it works.
Are they working?
It works, yeah.
So
like
I can-
that one.
So I can now be like Rick, look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we've actually got Rick's story time of the week. Sorry, not story time of the week. Pokemon.
Yeah, we're gonna do Pokemon of the week next, just because we had the tweet asking about Genesect, and I thought it'd be a good time to lead into that so that you can everything you need to know is about Genesect will be coming your way.
Okay, are we ready for this? Rick, are you ready to take this on? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick, do you want to do
Cool story, bro.
do you want to do your do you want to do your
Okay, I'm just
Pokemon
going
of
to
the
press
week?
it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey everyone, this is Pokemania Rick here.
Cool.
I'm linking to you telepathically through the radio airwaves to tell you about my Pokemon of the week. All right. This week I figured I'd go for a Pokemon that I've recently just acquired. And I'd let you know. I think I've already done it before, but there's a few more things that I wanted to talk about, and I've just been using him, and he's pretty sweet. This week, of course, I've been playing Black and White 2, and I've decided to go for, a type that is always overlooked, I feel. I've recently got into it. Bug type and Steel. Awesome. I'll give you a quick description of what this Pokemon is from the Black and White 2 Pokedex. This Pokemon existed 300 million years ago. Team Plasma altered it and attached a cannon to its back. I am, of course, talking about Genesect. He is the cool new legendary Pokemon that Pokemon have just released. He is available as an event Pokemon, so you can't go out there and catch him. Of course not, but you can download him from the Nintendo Wi-Fi, which I recommend doing, because he's awesome cakes. Like I said, he's Bug Steel, so a quick look at his weaknesses. Is very weak to fire. That's ×4 weak to fire. But the brilliant thing is there is nothing else he's weak to. In fact, he's got quite a few resistances. Normal ×0.5, grass ×0.25. It's really not good to use. Ice 0.5. Poison just does no damage to him. Psychic 0.5, Bug 0.5, Ghost 0.5, Dragon 0.5, Dark 0.5, Steel 0.5. As long as you don't come across fire, this Pokemon can take anything down. Now, of course, another one of the cool things that it's got is it's got a move called Technoblast, and this is a new move especially for Genesect, in which the description of the move is the user fires a beam of light at its target. I don't know how I feel about that. A beam of light. Not too scared. But the type changes depending on the drive the user holds. Now, there's 4 different items that you can give to Genesect to hold. The Shock Drive, Burn Drive, Chill Drive, and Douse Drive. Now, as you can imagine, each one of these drives changes the type of the move. So for example, if you give it the Shock Drive, that makes the move Technoblast an electric move. You give it the Burn Drive, fire move. Chill Drive, ice move. Douse Drive, water move. Now, that's quite handy, depending on, obviously, if you go into the Elite Four and you know what trainers, or again, if you're going against some gym leaders and you know what trainers you're coming up against, you can give it the drive to get that fire, electric, ice, water move that you'd like. Now, Technoblast is a special. It's category special types, and its attack is 85 and accuracy 100, PP 5. It's not bad. I think it's just the versatility of being able to give it the drive that I quickly enjoy. Other moves that Genesect can learn, it's got its standard bug moves, Fury Cutter, Signal Beam, Exciser, Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz, I'm a big fan of that. 90 damage, 100 accuracy, and a special move, that's all good. Can learn Self-Destruct, always funny to use. Hyper Beam, big hard-hitting special move. Zap Cannon, electrical, big hard-hitting, 120 damage, special move. Metal Sound, steel, harshly reducing the target's special defense. So use that in conjunction with your Hyper Beam, then you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Magnet Bomb, steel move that never misses, always good. So those are some of its moves. Really cool Pokemon. A nice balance between Steel and Bug as well, because it's got Metal Claw, Magnet Bomb, Metal Sound, all these steel moves in it. You can teach it some TMs, some, Flash Cannon. I like Flash Cannon because it drops the special defense as well as doing 80 damage. It's always good. Now, its stats are really quite good because, as you can tell, it's got quite a lot of special moves, such as like the Technoblast, that's special. So of course what they've gone and done is they've given it a nice high special attack of 120, and its attack is also 120. So as you can see, that's quite high there. Special defense 95, not the best, it's alright. Defense 95, it's alright. HP 71, this Pokemon isn't going to take a lot of damage. Speed 99, so it's going to be, fairly fast. Maybe I'd stick a few of my EVs in speed, a few in attack, and then I'd boost that special attack to a serious like 372 by the time I finish with it. That'll be a lot of fun. Just going to have a look at some of these drives here that you get. Now these are only available in a thing called the Laboratory in Black and White 2, and you'll find all these while walking around, and that's on Route 17. So you'll need to get in there to get all these. But it's also where you learn Surf in the game. Spoiler if you haven't done it. Whoops. But that's where you'll be able to get your drives from, so you can teach Genesect all these cool moves. So yeah, there it is. That is my Pokemon of the week. Genesect. Awesome cakes.
That is definitely awesome cakes. Thanks for that, Rick.
Thank you, Rick. So Rick, have you got anything else to say?
And that's when she said she had crabbies.
Yeah, or anything else, Rick?
I've got my Pokeballs trapped.
Okay. So
100 HP?
who's your favourite Pokemon?
Did somebody say Whale Lord?
I thought so.
What did he just say?
Did somebody say Whale Lord?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So, thanks for that. That was Rick's Pokemon of the Week. Pokemaniac Rick's Pokemon of the Week.
And he will be back next week as normal. It's just this 1 week he's away.
He is.
He is away this week, but he will be back as normal next week.
Indeed. We've had a guess in. Well, we've had a caption in for the caption contest.
We've had a few actually.
Have we? This one here.
And this one here.
We've had one from Lord Lucian who says, James says, "These X-ray goggles are crazy. How was I supposed to know Diglett had feet?"
Yeah, it is always the age-old question. What is under the ground?
Everyone wants to know.
Beneath Diglett.
Everyone wants to know. Another one from Lord Lucian, James. I don't get it, Jesse. I don't get it, Jesse. Everything is still in 2D. It's quite clever.
I like it.
It's quite clever.
So keep sending
There's the image for the caption.
Keep sending your captions in. It's up on the webcam now for your chance to win a Pokemon booster pack.
Indeed.
And that's 10 cards you can win right there. 10 whole cards.
Good work. We've had another tweet saying, "Lol, Genesect, one of the 2 Pokemon with a gun cannon on its back." It's true.
I know, it's pretty strange that a Pokemon's got a gun. I thought that was a bit odd when I saw Genesect.
I know.
I mean, I know it's been from
Engineered.
the description that Rick obviously mentioned earlier. It's been engineered by Team Plasma.
Yeah, but why Blastoise? There's no explanation with that.
That's true.
Does he just grow them?
He's like got metal growing out of his...
That's quite serious.
There's a lot going under that shell, isn't there, on
There
Blastoise?
is.
There's a lot.
It's like what's going on in the Diglett. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows what's in the Diglett?
Who knows? Indeed. So, I think we should do another section.
Okay.
So I've got loads to talk about before I do my
I'll tell you what,
Pokemon.
Nate. Why don't you just go and we'll see what Rick says about your cards?
Wow, Nate, you sure know a lot about cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And he's also got this one for you as well.
100 HP?
100 HP indeed.
Yeah. Right, go away. Nate.
So as you will all probably know, the release of the new expansion of the Pokemon trading card game universe has been released. This expansion is what's called Boundaries Crossed, Black and White Boundaries Crossed. This coincides with the release of Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, the games. So, a lot of familiar faces coming back. There's a new Charizard, massive 160 HP, 150 damage. Great card. I was one of my featured cards a while back. Blastoise, I can't remember if I featured this card or not. Just quick recap. 140 HP, a little bit less than Charizard, but its ability is really worth noting. Ability Deluge. As often as you like during your turn, before your attack, you may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. The key part of this being as often as you like. That's very handy indeed. If you've got a handful of water energy, attach it to the Pokemon as many times as you want before your attack. I'll talk about why that's important in just a moment. We've got
Nate,
Dusk
you
Noir.
sure know a lot
Dusk
about
Noir is a
cards.
great card with an ability that's could be really useful if you play this way. Sinister Hand. As often as you like during your turn, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of your opponent's Pokemon. So you're kind of choosing what Pokemon you're damaging there. It's particularly effective if your opponent's running like an electric set up. So he's got electric sitting on his bench, pumping energy cards through. You can kind of move damage counters to him, get rid of that. It's the best way. Cut off the electric, and it's the best way to fight that kind of tactical deck. Similar to Altaria, any kind of a Pokemon that has an ability where it's sitting there and it's not attacking, it's just used as a tool almost. Great to use Dusk Noir's ability to move damage to that Pokemon. You want to cut off that as soon as possible. Landorus EX is the big one. I'm going to talk about Landorus EX in a bit because I shouldn't have really said that, but it is my featured card of the week, so I'll talk about that in just a
good
while.
work there, Nate.
Yeah, I was just like reading
Too
it and I
excited
thought,
about the
I know,
cards.
I do. I'm so excited. White Kyurem EX and Black Kyurem EX, of course, that was expected. First, before this release, they only announced one Ace Spec cards. I should explain if you're not sure. Ace Spec cards are a new addition to Pokemon trading cards. You only allow 1 in your deck because they're used item. They're basically like a trainer, an item card, but they are so powerful you only allow 1 in your deck as opposed to the standard 4. So one of them was Crystal Edge, which is attached to Black. I do believe it's Black. Yeah, White. Sorry, attached to White Kyurem EX, which basically increases the amount of all of his attacks by 50 damage, which is huge which means White Kyurem EX can be dealing up to like 200 damage now with Crystal Edge attached. The equivalent to that is Crystal Wall, which is Black Kyurem EX's, I'll get that right, Black Kyurem EX's equivalent. Now Crystal Wall boosts Black Kyurem EX's HP up to 300 HP, so that is the most HP we've ever seen on a Pokemon card before, making Whale Lord look like nothing, which Whale Lord was originally the highest with a 200 HP.
What's that, Rick?
Did somebody say Whale Lord?
They did indeed. I love those little sound bites we've got of Rick. We'll just replace Rick with sound bites. I can control what he says with the touch of a button. So yeah, another A-Spec card, which is really good. Computer Search. Get any card you need with the Computer Search. A-Spec Trainer card. Discard two cards from your hand, but you can fetch any card you want out of your deck, whether it be Pokemon, Energy, Support card. Computer Search is the one for the job. So yeah, they are the main kind of featured cards of the new expansion. Of course, they've been doing quite a lot recently, releasing more EX cards with each expansion. The main 3 EXs of this expansion are Celebi EX. I should explain actually, because we've got quite a few new listeners, I think, judging by the tweets. EX cards are basically a more powerful version of the card. So just in case you're unclear about that, I keep talking about EXs. They're basically a more powerful version of the card, different moves, generally more HP. However, if your opponent beats that card, they take 2 prize cards. So yeah, you can always Google what a Pokemon EX card is, but that's it in a nutshell. The 3 main EX cards released in this expansion were Celebi EX, which is okay. I don't particularly think it warrants being an EX generally, because it's only got 110 HP. Its attack only does 60, but his ability is okay. Time Recall. Each of your evolved Pokemon can use any attack from its previous evolutions, but when you think about that, is it really something worth doing? Maybe if you've got Electros and you want to... No, actually, not even that, because it doesn't say abilities, only attacks. So I can't personally think of any time I would want to use that. Let me know if you've got any other views on that. The next one is Keldeo EX. I've just, like I said, just recently got this card. I've been playing with it today on the online game. It's okay. I'm pleased with it. It's got an ability called Rush In. Once during your turn, before your attack, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it for your active Pokemon. No retreat, doesn't need to cost any retreat or anything. It just Rush In. It's called the ability. So Keldeo's ready to go as soon as you want to put him in play. His attack, Secret Sword, takes 3 energies of any type. It does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to that Pokemon. So, in case you... Just like I said a minute ago, I said why Blastoise is very important. Blastoise's ability, Deluge, which, to recap, it often as you like during your turn, you can attach as many water energy cards from your hand to one Pokemon. If you have Blastoise sitting on your bench and Keldeo on your bench, you can be attaching as many water energies to Keldeo as you want, and because Keldeo's attack does 20 more damage for each water energy attached and a base damage of 50, you've put 5 water energy cards on there, you're looking at doing 100 damage, and you can do that as often as you want because of Blastoise's ability, Deluge. So one tactical deck you will be seeing a lot of, no doubt, is Blastoise and Keldeo will be the kind of basis for most decks, I predict. Could be wrong, but that's what I think is going to happen. The last but not least, we can do this now actually. Yeah, it is my featured card. This is Landorus EX. I'll put an image of my featured card on the webcam now so you can see.
Just to say, we've been having a lot of tweets in and Facebook Facebooks and emails
Brilliant.
of the all the competitions, actually. So don't forget, you can phone us, text or email. Text StudyVox in your message 60777. Email radio@StudyVox or tweet @StudyVoxFM or @Pokemania FM.
Yep. Also head over to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Pokemania FM. Or if you're just on Facebook, type in the search bar Pokemania. You'll see a big cheesy picture of me and Rick pop up. That's the one to click. Whilst you're on the page, please click like. We're doing a thing when we get to 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes, me and Rick are going to get Pokemon tattoos, and that'll be something we're going to be filming as well. So
it's going to be filmed and put, I'm guessing,
yeah,
YouTube
everywhere. It'll be everywhere.
A lot.
So back on to please do get in touch for your competitions.
We just had a tweet in here from Saya Springfield. Nate, I think this is a question for you, really.
Okay.
I haven't played Pokemon TCG in years. How do I go about building a deck?
Who said that? Sorry.
This is Saya Springfield.
Saya Springfield. It's funny you asked this, actually, because I've recently been having a lot of people asking me this. What I'll do is it's hard to kind of put in a nutshell how to make a basic deck, but I am in the process of making a video for you guys on the basics of making a Pokemon deck, what you need, what's good to start with, what's not. So that video will probably be up by this weekend. So again, like on our Facebook page, and that video will be up by Sunday, so you can check that video out.
What I'd also say is there is the actual Pokemon trading card game online now, in which you get a free deck to start with. Is that right? So so beginners or people who haven't played in a while can actually go on, get a free deck, and play training, virtual trainers and also real life players. Yeah, so absolutely. It's probably a good place to start.
It really is. The Pokemon trading card game online is completely free. Head over to PokemonTCG.com. Download the client. If you're on Windows, there isn't unfortunately a Mac version yet. However, if you are running Mac, message me, email me at nate@StudyVox.com because there is a way around that, because I use Mac as well. So there is a way around that. Let me know if you're struggling with that. I can sort it out. So head over to the Pokemon trading card game online because it really is good at explaining what a deck does. It gives you, it lets you play with a deck, and if you do the trainer challenge as well, you can play with more than one deck as well, and that's playing against like an AI, just so you get used to it. There's also a deck builder on there as well, so there's so much. I'd really highly recommend checking it out. It's something that I've been playing quite a lot recently as a card fan.
Actually, one of the sections of this show is actually a battle between me and Nate.
Yeah, you'll see. Actually, that's a good point. You will see a trading card game battle, a video will be coming up in about 10 to 12 minutes. With me and James, we're battling the theme decks, aren't we?
From the new expansion. Theme decks,
the theme decks. Ice. I really can't remember the names yet.
Ice Shock was mine.
Ice Shock.
I don't know what yours was called.
Cold Fire.
Cold Fire.
Yeah. So Ice Shock and Cold Fire are the new theme decks from the expansion pack. Boundaries crossed, and you'll be able to see them in action. And our thoughts on them in about 10 minutes time. So you'll be seeing the game, the TCG Get Online game, and the decks. What more can you ask for?
That's it. So there's a lot packed into this. Right, Nate, get on with your card.
Absolutely. But thanks for your guesses in, and thanks for your tweets. Keep them coming. We really enjoy reading them, and we like sharing the Pokemon knowledge. Back to my Pokemon card of the week. It's going fast tonight. It's Landorus. So Landorus EX, I should say. There's an image of him right there. On the webcam, if you guys are looking. If you're only on audio only, you can always search Landorus EX Pokemon card. So the reason why I featured it is because I think, although I do like Keldeo, Landorus, I'm very much for cards that are like hard hitters. It's just, I like that kind of play style. Landorus EX is really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be a card to watch out for, I should say. It's got 180 HP, which, to be fair, is quite standard of EX cards these days. We've got its retreat cost is 3, again quite standard. It reminds me a little bit of Terrakion and in the way it plays as well. Terrakion EX, if you've played that. Its attack only takes 1 fighting energy, which is brilliant. So you'd be ready to go quite as soon as it goes out, really, if you've got 1 energy card to hand. Does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Again, as I said before, this is really handy with the increasing number of decks that are playing benched Pokemon as tactics. So, like I say, Altaria with the ability that makes every Dragon Pokemon do an extra 20 damage. So if you've got a bench with 3 Altarias on, you're looking at each Pokemon's attack is going to be doing an extra 60 damage. So the way to kind of combat that is to attack those Pokemon. If you've got Pokemon that can damage to their bench, get it going, because the same with Electric's ability of Dynamotor, pushing energy cards from your discard pile onto the Pokemon. Anything that kind of uses that kind of tactic, the best thing to do is try and get Pokemon to attack them, because they don't generally have a massive amount of HP. They're not kind of fighting cards as much. So yeah, get them out of the way and you're kind of on the way to victory, hopefully. Don't quote me on that. It doesn't work that as easy as that sometimes. So yeah, that's what's attack Hammerhead. 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. You don't apply weakness and resistance for that, of course, but yeah, it's still good. Land's Judgment takes 2 fighting energy cards and an energy of any type, a colourless energy. It does 80 base damage. However, if you choose to discard all of your fighting energy cards attached to the Pokemon, which, to be fair, is only going to be 2. If you play it smart and play 2 fighting energy cards and 1 of anything, which is what it requires, you discard 2 of your fighting energy cards to this Pokemon. If you do, the attack does 70 more damage, which is massive. You're doing 130 damage there for just 3 energy cards. I can't think off the top of my head of a Pokemon that does that for 3 energy cards. There is, of course, Zekrom EX or Reshiram EX, which does 150, but they take 4 energy cards. Reshiram damages himself in some cases on that, and Zekrom, you have to discard your energy cards anyway. So for 3 energy cards to do 130 damage is really, really good. Weakness is water because of its fighting. The resistance against is 20 against electric as well, which is always handy with there's quite a lot of electric's quite a popular type at the moment. It's, especially with, like you said, Cold Shock has just come out, which is the theme deck from this expansion, which is water, electric and dragon. So yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of electric Pokemon around, so Landorus is probably a good one to have, resistant against that electric. So that is my Pokemon card of the week.
Good work there, mate.
It's a powerful card. I do have a little bit more to fit in. I think we've got time.
Go for it.
We've got time.
Actually, before you do that, we've
Okay.
actually got a few tweets here. A lot of people guessing in on these captions, so that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Remember, you won't know till next week, so we'll be announcing last week's winners today.
Yep.
Next week's winners next week.
Next
But we have got a message here from the real Missingo on Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
Saying he still needs to use the codes from the packs he won the week before. So there's a winner from a few weeks ago saying he needs to.
Oh,
get on
brilliant!
there,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm glad he received his prize, because we sent it. It's all the way across the other side of the world. So
Yeah, because we are
brilliant.
based in the UK.
We are
yeah.
based in the UK, but we like listeners from everywhere. We can send prizes pretty much anywhere anyway. So yeah, thanks for tweeting in, Real Missingo, as always. We appreciate your listening. And yeah, use those codes, really. I would recommend, it's up to you what you kind of like, but if you use those codes on the online thing, on the online game, I should say, and you get booster credits. So you can kind of, even if I bought a Dragon's Exalted pack, I get a booster credit. I take the code in, I get a booster credit. I don't have to spend that on a Dragon's Exalted pack. I can choose from the new expansion, from previous expansions. So you kind of get a booster credit, and you can choose what pack or from what series you like to buy from, which is brilliant, because like I say, I had 1 booster credit knocking around on my account today, and I thought, oh, that's handy, I'll buy a Boundaries Crossed, and ended up getting Keldeo EX, which I was really pleased about.
Some good work right there.
Yeah, so yeah, keep your tweets coming in, brilliant. A little bit, I just want to talk about, I've mentioned a little bit about Ace Spec cards and stuff. There is one more Ace Spec card that I wanted to quickly mention. The last one is Gold Potion, which is really kind of handy, because potions normally deal heal 30 damage, so it's okay. But this one heals 90 damage from your active Pokemon. Gold Potion, which 90 damage, that's some serious amount of health you could be saving there. So yeah, that's the final. That is the final Ace Spec card. So you've got Crystal Wall, Crystal. Oh, I can't remember them now. It's slipping out my head. Crystal Edge, that's it. Crystal Edge, Crystal Wall, Gold Potion, and Computer Search. So check that out. Also, times of strategies. I've spoke about the Blastoise Keldeo one. There's one other that's kind of brought to mind. There's a Pokemon called Grumpig, which I think is brilliant. It's 110 HP, psychic Pokemon, if you're not sure. Its attacks are okay, pretty good. However, it's got an attack called Extrasensory, which base damage of 60, 1 psychic energy and 2 of anything. If you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does 60 more damage. So it's not an EX card or anything like that. It's just a stage 1. So you could be dealing 120 damage now. Now, in terms of strategy and tactics you could use with that, there is a new supporter card been released with this expansion called Hugh. Now, with Hugh, each player draws or discards cards until he or she has 5 cards in a hand. That's you and your opponent. So if you play this card, you're guaranteed pretty much. You play this at the start of your go. You're guaranteed you're both going to have 5 cards in your hand. You play Grumpig and do Extrasensory, you're going to be dealing 120 damage, which is really, really good. So, check that out. I think you'll be able to see Hugh in action in our battle that's coming up in about 5 minutes' time.
Yeah. It sounds like these ace-bet cards are going to change the face of the card game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been out in Japan for quite a while, and this is the first appearance of them coming over here. I'm glad you can only have 1 in your hand, because
it means you're not going to go out and try and catch them all.
Yeah, well,
twice.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like White Kyurem EX dealing 200 damage and Black Kyurem EX having 300 HP. It's upped it a lot.
That's a lot of HP, right?
Yeah, and especially the fact if you're using, I know you've only got a 1 in like 60 chance of pulling an ace bet card because you can only have 1 in your deck, but if you have the other ace bet card, computer search, that's kind of a guaranteed way of getting it, because you're upping your chances, at least doubling them, because if you get your computer search card, you can use that and just go and fetch your ace bet card out from there. Both of them are ace bet cards, so they will be hard to come across, but hey, you get it. You're in luck. Absolutely, I think it's a good way to.
Yeah, it sounds like a good way to do it. Right, Nate, I've put another song on here. I know we've played this before, but I'm really bad at this.
It's fine.
So this is Entai Shikari with the song Juggernauts.
I just wish we had a chance to help build it, instead of just moving into this home of disrepair and expected to work, prosper and then share, constantly relying on consuming to feel content, but only because we lost touch with this home that we spent trillions of dollars saving for our wants and not our needs, and now we're growing tired of planting bleary-eyed seeds.
And I'm not saying that we could do better, but given the chance we try. We dig up the earth's time-worn soil, the trench with greedy eyes. I'm not saying that we could do better, but given the chance we try. We dig up the earth's time-worn soil and fill the trench with greedy eyes. think we're invincible, and I'm thinking that it's a sign. And I do not think we're invincible, and I hope that we've still got time, 'cause I do not think we're invincible. The idea of community will be something displayed at a museum.
There we go. That was Entai Shikari with Juggernauts.
Yeah, actually, Nate just made a good point. We're looking at all these tweets and emails and Facebooks that are coming in about people guessing. There's a lot of correct answers.
There is.
There's a few incorrect answers.
There's
a lot of correct answers.
A lot of them are right for who's that Pokemon?
And also, remember the card. You also get in the card as well as the booster packs. And this is a pretty good card. It's an X card, isn't it?
Yeah, we can give that. We'll give you a hint. If you're not sure of the Pokemon, the card that I'm giving away, because it is one of the cards that I own, it is an EX card. So, yeah, it's
a good card.
You'll be getting a good card. I was secretly hoping no one would get it.
Well, it's looking like it's going to go.
What can I say? Poker Masters, listening. So, keep your guesses coming in, though. Obviously, when there is a tie or when everyone has there's more than one right answer, we just put them into a pot and lucky dip kind of thing. It's completely random. If there's more than one winner.
If there's more than one winner, we'll put it in.
But yeah, good guessing. I thought it was a bit harder, but people are even giving me even guessing its form, because obviously this.
Don't give away too much.
No, I won't.
Don't give away too much.
There's a lot of Pokemon, but I'm saying even guessing its form, good work.
Mm-hmm. We had a Pokemon with different forms a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Deoxys.
There's loads. There's Landorus, Tornadus. Yeah.
So, there we go. That's another clue for you. So, we're going to try and play the battle now, which is the battle that me and Nate recorded earlier.
Yes.
Using the new theme decks from Boundaries Crossed. So, we're going to play those right now. We just might have a technical difficulty, but we will see.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's more being able to hear the commentary.
Okay.
If you can't hear the commentary, then Nate's going to have to do it live. So if you do find that the sound isn't coming out, please let us know, and we will fix that.
Yeah, we'll get on that. This is a battle between me and James. Now we're demoing both of the decks. The Cold Fire
and
Ice Shock. I need to remember this.
I'm playing Ice Shock and Nate's playing Cold Fire.
Yeah.
And this is from the perspective of Nate.
Yes, it is indeed. So these are from the new expansion, Boundaries Crossed. So let's, fingers crossed.
Before we do that, Nate, let me just do one thing. You need to click that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. Let's give this a go. Let's go.
Okay. So we just found there's no sound. So Nate's going to commentate
there's
live.
no sound, so I'll commentate live. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay, we're going to just move this back a little bit.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's start it again.
Right. So Nate, I hope you know the names of all these cards. I hope you know the names and the moves of all these cards, because you've only got a tiny little screen to look off. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, for some reason we're not getting any sound. So
yeah, let's see how that goes.
To have to play this live. Right, are we ready, Nate?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's just give it a go.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's try again. So this is on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online game. So if you've not seen it before, this will be your first kind of check. This will be your first way of looking. So the first card that the only card I can play right now is Numel. It's the only basic card I've been dealt. In my hand, it's kind of okay. I've got 2 energy cards, a couple of item cards, a trainer supporter. So I'm not kind of. It's a good kind of starting hand, average, I'd say. So Yeah, that's Hugh that I was talking about. Each player. I looked at that because I wanted to tell you guys about it, but and I just attached a fire energy card to Numal. So I was looking at Hugh because I've never seen it, and I accidentally played it. I wouldn't recommend that again because I've just lost a card. I just basically didn't gain anything from that at all. Just trying to get myself some more energy cards. The card that James is playing, I think, is a Psyduck. It's really hard. Yeah, there we go. A Psyduck, 70 HP. Discard it. I'm not too worried about that right now because it's not going to do any damage to me. Although I should have been smart and played a Water Energy first to Numal because obviously he's going to be able to discard that Fire card from me pretty soon. I need to keep all the energy cards I've got right now. Lillipup in my hand, so I've got a basic Pokemon in case Numal dies to keep me in play. It's not, I mean, theme decks are kind of aimed towards beginners and things like that, so they're great. They are great to get started into the trading card game. If you've not played for a while, I hadn't played for years, and then that's how I kind of got back into it. It's good fun. So I'm just looking at what Pokemon I kind of want to start getting some energy cards on. Like I say, I think this was the second time I'd ever played this deck, so I'm not very familiar with it. And James was in the same boat as me. We literally got hold of these decks. We went and bought them today, had a quick look through them, and then entered them online and started playing. So we were very unfamiliar with the decks. So yeah, I'm kind of just waiting for James to finish his. Well, actually, I'm kind of thinking what I'm going to be doing next and what card I need to aim to get. Now, each deck's main feature card is White Kyurem EX and Black Kyurem. No, EX, sorry, White Kyurem and Black Kyurem. The EXs don't feature in the theme decks. They're only available through booster packs. So it's James's turn.
What's that, Rick?
Wow, Nate, you sure know a lot about cards.
Right. So, what's going on here? Right, yeah, okay. So, Dunsparce. Now, double draw could come in handy for me. I was thinking that draw 2 cards. It's going to be handy if I need it. Now, the reason why I'm attaching Water Energies is because Psyduck can discard any Fire Energy attached to him. So, I'm attaching Water Energies because it only takes 1 fire and 2 of anything. So if I put my Fire Energy card on last, I'm going to be able to do an attack with him. At the moment, I can't because James can just get rid of that Fire Energy card whenever he wants. But yeah, double draw could come in very handy. Dig's very useful. If heads, protect all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So that's always handy. Darmanitan's good. Damage counterpunch could do a lot more damage. Can do a lot of damage. If there's any damage counters on it, it does another 60. So again, there's another stage 1 card. It could be damaging 120. This is the damage has kind of gone up quite a lot in the recent Pokemon expansions.
Yeah, I was actually talking to someone he played the original game and hasn't played since, and they were saying how low the HP and attacks are.
I know, like Mewtwo, 60 HP in the original, and
my
Charizard only had.
Can take that down.
Yeah, I know. Shell Shield, what's this? As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to your Pokemon by attacks. Yeah, that's quite handy. Right, so now I'm going to attach that Fire Energy card to give me the opportunity to attack. Try and get some damage done to Psyduck. I do have to discard an energy card, so I may as well discard that Fire Energy because I know James is going to do it anyway. So I discard that Fire Energy, leaving me still with 2 energies on. If I discarded a Water Energy and then James took my Fire Energy, I'd only be left with 1 energy on Numal, so it's kind of made the logical sense. The logical choice, I should say. One thing I should note, there he is, Keldeo. That's not Keldeo EX, that's normal Keldeo. He is in the theme deck he's only in one of them. He's in, not Ice Shock, the other one, Cold Fire. He's in Cold Fire. I will remember those names soon. Cold Fire deck, he is one of the feature cards in that. What am I doing here? I have no clue. I'm just looking at energy cards. Oh yeah, here we go. So I attached my Fire Energy card, giving me the Right, water. Now this could get problematic for me because I am weak against it. It's gonna get. I'm glad Psyduck's gone, but don't get me wrong. Now there's a water Pokemon who can do damage. There, that prize card was good. That was White Kyurem, the feature card from the Cold Fire. There it is. There's even an attack, look, Cold Fire. Flip a coin if heads, his attack does 40 more damage. So again, it can be doing 120 damage, if not just 80, but I say just 80, it's still a decent amount for a basic Pokemon. Keldeo is a good little Pokemon. Only does 20 damage for the first attack, but the second attack is a little bit better. We'll be able to see that in a moment. And that's the new Dragon type Pokemon type as well, which was recently reintroduced with Dragons Exalted. It's kind of brought a new level to the game. Still looking at water, weighing up my options. Now, at the minute, let's look at what I've got. I've got 3 basic Pokemon on my bench. I've got Keldeo. I'm really lacking on energy cards. Until now, James has just put a Pokemon down. So, but it's energy that I'm struggling on. I found that quite often during this battle. And getting the energy cards or getting some trainers that would let me get some energy cards. I mean, hey, it's always kind of luck of the draw with Pokemon. You could get a bad shuffle, you could get a great shuffle. So, one thing I will say is, normally with the theme decks, they're kind of quite equally matched. This one, with Ice Shock being water and electric, against the water and fire deck, which is the cold fire one, Ice Shock really does have the upper hand because it's got both weaknesses. Electric is obviously my weakness with my water weakness. My fire, he's got his water, so it's kind of Ice Shock has definitely got the upper hand. But the only reason I wanted to go with cold fire is for Keldeo. I do like that Pokemon. So now I'm thinking I need to get some energy cards. What am I going to do? Kind of panicking a little bit here. I'm already 2 Pokemon down and I need to pull something out. So I thought I'd give Dunsparce a go to do double draw. Hopefully I can get myself 2 energy cards or get something worthwhile. And that's my energy card to put so I can play double draw just coming up now. It's not great. It's 1 water energy. It's not handy. It's not helping me at all, to be honest, right now. It's not looking great. Loss of Sharon. I mean, you can comparing James's hand to mine. How many cards he's got? I've only got 4 cards in my hand. Pretty useless, except for that 1 water energy. Although I've got my White Kyurem, it's no energy cards. It's not really going anywhere. Dunsparce is really on the back leg right now. So yeah, it's not going great. See if I can put it back. One thing I'll say about the Pokemon game online, when you're playing it, there are animations that look really cool when you do attacks and things like that. I've had to turn them off because, like I say, I do run it on Mac, and it's not because it's an unofficial version of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online client. I have to turn the animations off, but it still plays great. So yeah. And they are releasing a Mac version soon. They did announce that just while it's in beta testing, they've kept it on Windows, but they are releasing a Mac version as soon as it comes out of beta testing, so you will be able to get it on Mac officially as well. But in the meantime, I make do with this just because I like the game so much, so I can't not play it. So I've got my Dunsparce fell pretty quickly, to be honest. I've gone ahead and put out White Kyurem. Again, with James drawing Sharon, he's really got carded up right there. I'm really struggling right now. I've got a 1 water energy card in my hand, 1 on White Kyurem EX. I can't do any attacks. That water was looking... Oh, and Psyduck's just been evolved to Golduck. Still not a massive amount of damage can be done, but Confused Ray can be very annoying. I don't like being confused. So 60 damage done to White Kyurem there. Another water energy card. I'm kind of thinking what to do now. Now, 2 Darmanitan in my hand isn't helping me at all, so I'm kind of wishing I had an N right about now. An N or a Professor Oak. It's new theory. Just so I can kind of change this hand, because it's not working for me brilliantly. Let's see what's going to happen now. Yeah, I've already discarded. I'm looking for fire energy right now. I've already discarded 3. 3 have been discarded. So, but yeah, I think there's 11 in this deck. 11 fire energy. So odds are pretty good. I should be able to get some Electrode there as well. That's not going to be great against my water Pokemon. Okay, just pulled out another White Kyurem EX into my hand. Just drew another one. Let's put that on the bench. Ready. At this point, I'm kind of losing hope a little bit, which you should never really do because you can always pull it back. It did get to a stage where, here we go, it's coming out. So, yeah, I'm going to play that other White Kyurem EX. I'm gutted that my first White Kyurem died. Delibird. His attack present it could be quite useful. It gives you the opportunity to search your deck for a card. But you do have to flip to be able to do that. So, 50-50 chance there. If you are you do play this game, Pokemon trading card game online, feel free to add me. That is my tag in the bottom right hand corner, Nate Craddock.
Me and mine and Rick's.
Yeah,
Cafe Townberries.
Pokemaniac Rick, who normally hosts the show with me, and Ace Trainer James share an account. That's theirs on the top left corner, Cafe Townberries. Feel free to add us and we can challenge you some battles. Who knows, even if you do, we can maybe get you, we can maybe film the battle and play it live on the show. So
yeah, you might be lucky and we might get filmed.
Yeah. So if you
happen, we're still getting loads of tweets in for these competitions.
Really,
it looks like that Shaman, the X card of yours, is going.
Oh,
yeah, I realised what I just did.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So yeah, that's good.
Well, I think people know if they got it right or not.
It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be announcing the winner next week. There's James's.
Whoops.
So yeah, what's going on now? I'm kind of really struggling now. It's energy cards. My basic lack of energy cards has. So we've got Electabuzz as well. So James has pretty much got a full bench now of Pokemon cards. Another 60 damage. Great Ball. I may as well use it at this point. Maybe try and get Darmanitan's Prevolution. It's not looking great for me though. Although Snorlax is, I did want to kind of tell you guys about Snorlax as well, which is why I thought I'd give it some camo time. So yes, that's Snorlax I just put on the bench. It's okay. It takes a lot of energy cards, but as a lot of normal Pokemon, colourless Pokemon do.
Do you want to just say
that.
our tags again? Because we're being asked on Twitter.
Oh yeah, our tags right now on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. This is
we'll post them on the Facebook as well.
Yeah, my tag is Nate Craddock, all one word, NATECRADDOCK, Nate Craddock, and yours and Rick's is Cafe Town Berries, all one word, Cafe Town Berries. Yeah, feel free to add us and we can kind of get you involved on some of these battles. It'd be great to see your decks. Let us know how you went about constructing them, things like that. I tend to play this quite a lot, so I'm always around. So yeah, we can maybe get some videos of battling you guys. That'd be pretty cool. So Delibird, I put Delibird out. I'm just trying to get some damage done, to be honest, right now. I know that at this stage it's very unlikely for me to pull this back with no energy cards, really low kind of support as well through trainers. James only needs to get one more prize card to win the game. It's kind of that stage now where I'm going through the motions thinking, yeah, this is not going well. The reason why I use Delibird is to try and buy me some more time, like with using his attack to sleep. I'm about to use Hue again. This is a lot more useful than when I did it last time. This means that James has to discard cards until he's only got 5. I draw until I've got 5. So each player has to end up with 5 cards. Potion, that's going to come in handy. I'm pretty much just stalling now. I'm trying to pull this back and last desperation.
It's not looking good for you, Nate.
It's not. It's really not. His Delibird's attack, Icy Wind, obviously puts the Pokemon to sleep as well. So I'm just trying to get that to buy me some time. Samurai's come out, and I have got Oshawott already, so that's kind of the Pokemon I could base maybe if I get a Switch, or maybe I'm going to retreat Delibird. But with Electro coming out, it's kind of not going to happen. One attack, yeah, it's kind of the end of the battle coming up right now. But let's play it out. Let's see how it's always good to play it out. So yeah, just... Oh, and that card right there that I'm hovering over, I was going to try and show you, that's the feature card from the other one. That's Black Kyurem. However, I didn't get a chance to click on it before James did it. So yeah, that was this week's battle.
Good work then, Nate.
Thanks.
So we've been having quite a few tweets in here. Obviously, I accidentally gave something away, which is why I'm normally not on the radio. I normally just do the technical things because
it's fine. I did it a couple of weeks ago as well. Real Masingo picked me up on it, saying "spoiler alert."
Yeah, I just got that. He just did that to me.
Yeah, good work, Real Masingo.
So we've got a few here. We've got Saya Springfield is saying this is for the Genesect. The moveset is Nitro Charge, Thunderbolt, Bug, Buzz, and Ice Beam. What do you reckon, Nate?
Oh, really? Has he just got that?
No, that's his moveset for Genesect that he's got. Apparently, I think it's really good. Seems like a good range of different types of attacks.
Absolutely, I think you've done well with that. I'll be interested to know, just because I haven't actually got it yet and I don't know much about it. Rick kind of deals with that side of it. What level is Genesect when you get him, and also like what level is he now? Have you been training him? Have you been using him? Is he worthwhile? Is it someone you'd use? Let me know.
Yeah, I mean that is the way the show works. Nate does all the card games.
Yeah,
Rick does all the actual games.
I mean, you might have kind of guessed from how enthusiastic I am about this, but I do love the card. I've always been kind of into the cards. Don't get me wrong. The Game Boy games, the Nintendo games are excellent. I really do like. I've played them all, and I do play them still. But Rick is where it's at for games.
I would say I posted our gamer tags for the online card game. Unfortunately, apparently to people, it is down right now.
Oh, is it?
Maintenance, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I've posted our gamer tags on the Facebook and on Twitter.
Yeah.
But what I will do is when Rick's back, I'll get his gamer code for his friend code for the actual Game Boy games.
Yes.
If you wanted to battle any of us,
I can get my Game Boy code as well, because I know we've had a lot of listeners wanting to kind of interact with us and maybe battle us and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm more than happy to do that. We'll get our gamer codes. I'm not sure how to go about doing that. Like I say,
you can get it. I'll show you how to do it. But also, what we're possibly thinking of doing, because me and Nate have been doing this battle between the two of us for a while now.
Yeah, I've lost track of score
and we've forgotten who's won.
Yeah,
now. It's so what we want to really start doing are live battles against other people. So we're going to try and figure out a way we can do a live battle next week with someone, whether it's someone random on because Pokemon card game, you can randomly match you up with people,
or if you guys have during this week have added us and things, we can kind of get in touch with you, or you can get in touch with us, and we can sort something out and maybe do a live battle with you guys during the show, which would be really cool.
Live show battle.
No one will know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. It could be really interesting.
Could be very interesting.
Yeah, but also we'll be working on that. In the meantime, we can also pre-record. I can film the battle during the week as well. So drop me a line. Drop me or Rick a line, or James.
Yeah. So you know how to contact us. Phone. You can, if you're in the UK, you can phone us on 01235 835 333. We have a phone line working. You can text us if you're in the UK. StudyVox, and then your message to 60777. You can also email at studyvox.com, tweet us at StudyVoxFM, tweet us at PokemaniaFM, or visit our Pokemania FM page at facebook.com/PokemaniaFM. I think that's everything.
That's everything for now. We're looking at YouTube, because we've got a lot of videos. We want to kind of put all these videos that we've done in the past on YouTube as well, so you guys can look back and see it.
Yeah. So going along our theme of Pokemon changed name songs, I've got one that we had quite a while ago.
All right.
But this is a song by Carly Rae Jepsen, and it's called "Call Me Magby."
Yes.
Just make
back at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Boy, you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so, so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. And you should know that. So call me maybe.
And we're back. Call Me Magby there by
Me
Carly
Magby.
Rae Jepsen.
Correct. So,
We've
What-
got a few things left. I mean, as we've mentioned a few times today's show, Pokemaniac Rick, who I'm actually currently filling in for today, isn't here.
No.
But we do have some soundboards of him. Let's have a listen to some.
That's what Diglett said.
What was that, Rick?
I've got my Pokeballs trapped.
Say that again.
And that's when she said she had crabbies.
I heard he's
Brilliant.
been trying to get a whale lord.
Did somebody say whale lord?
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that as well. What's that, Rick?
I don't agree to that.
You don't agree? Oh, interesting. Anyway,
I think this is great. A remote control Rick.
yeah, it is pretty good. We can get to say yes or no.
Yeah. No.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like, I like
He's
that.
off battling Team Rocket at the minute.
Off battling in Mount Moon. So we've had another tweet here from Saya Springfield about the Genesect. You actually get Genesect at level 15, and right now Saya has leveled him to level 98 with the right EV.
Really?
Brilliant! Wow,
Good
so
work,
someone
man.
there knows about EV training.
Yeah,
which
good
has
work.
been mentioned a few times on the show by Rick, and also the Pokemon virus, I think it is, or the
Yeah,
Pokemon
Pokerus.
illness,
Pokerus, yeah,
which
yeah.
helps towards your EV training, and
Yeah.
it should be common courtesy to trade a Pokemon with Pokerus from now
Yeah,
on.
it is. Since I got Pokerus, it's made my day. Like, I'm currently EV training Darkrai, and it's just made it so much easier. It's a lot
Serious.
quicker, especially if you get. There's obviously items and things. I could get all into it, but we've gone through it before. But yeah, check out EV training. Look up EV training if you're not too sure. But thanks for tweeting in. So you get him at level 15, same as Keldeo. 98. You've done some good work.
That's a lot of leveling
It's
like
good
that.
work. It's not been out long either.
No.
Good work.
So we have got another section to play now, and
Yes.
this is another one of Rick that we recorded earlier, and this is a section he does every week, which is Story Time with Rick, where Rick will retell a story from
His life.
his Pokemon experience.
Let's see how
I don't know what it's going to be this week, but
Did somebody
let's.
say whale lord?
Okay, no, I don't think anyone did, but we're going to play Rick's Story Time now. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. So, it's now time for my Pokemon Story of the Week, or Story Time with Rick, as Nate calls it. I don't know about that name, but I'm sticking with it. So, I wanted to tell you a little something about my first encounter with Team Plasma. Now, I was a young boy once, tender age of 10, just had my first Pokemon. I was loving it. I was going about the wild. I was catching Pokemon. I was making friends. I was getting into trouble with local people who stood on corners and stared at me. It was weird. But still, one day, I'm rocking about, Route 15. You know where that is. It's a nice grassy area, nice lake about that. I thought I'd go for a little fish. So I'm fishing around. I'm just having a fish, catching the usual, mostly Magikarp. I've only got an old rod at this precise moment in time. It's not always helpful. When a gentleman would approach me, and he was wearing some funny clothes, this big long blue robe. Awkward, 10-year-old, I didn't know any different. I was just like, oh hey, how's it going? He's like, oh, I see you catching some Pokemon there. I'm like, yeah, I'm loving it, but I'm mostly getting Magikarp. But hey, team of Magikarps can't go wrong. He laughs. So he says, how do you feel about joining a Pokemon organization that is dedicated to the mass capture of Pokemon? I was like, well, Pokemon organization, what is this? Tell me more. I'm intrigued. And it turns out this guy's name was Frank, but his friends called him Frank because that was his name. And he informs me that Team Plasma, I didn't know who they were at this time. I was young, I was naive. We're dedicated to focusing on capturing strong Pokemon and bringing the trainers to justice and setting them all free. Now I'm like, what? This guy's mental source. Why would you want to set your Pokemon free? Spent money on these balls. This is crazy. He says that Pokemon do not deserve to be caught and do not to be served to be had by like slaves. I'm like, mate, what are you talking about? My Magikarp is no slave. My Magikarp does what it wants. My Magikarp splashes when it wants. I don't tell my Magikarp what to do. He says, and anyway, we get into a little bit of a heated argument. I'm a 10-year-old. I don't know why I'm arguing with these old men. Nobody stops that. What is that about? So anyway, he says, let me show you how weak your Pokemon truly are, and then I'll steal them from you and release them to the wild. I'm like, what now? What cakes? What are you saying? So he throws out a Pokemon, and of course, like all Team Plasma that I know now, it's like a weird one, like Toxicroak. I'm like, okay, what's this thing? Looks like a weird angry toad. So, okay, cool. And I know my types right now. I've always known my types. Even from the age of 10, I knew poison, fighting. You've got to get me a psychic Pokemon. Now, unfortunately, the only psychic Pokemon I have at this precise moment in time is Abra. We all know how much of a kerfuffle that was going to be. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to go for something different. So I throw out my trusty Hitmonchan. Now, you know a little something about Hitmonchan. He's bad boy. No psychic moves, though, but he's fighting against poison, fighting. It could be an even match. Not with my Hitmonchan. He's firing off his fire punches all over the place. And a bit of close combat, sure enough, this Toxicroak goes down. This Plasma Grunt is less than happy. So he resorts to some sneaky ways. Fires out this big net from this awesome cannon style thing that he's got. I'm like, where did you even pull that from, man? That's unpleasant. Captures my Hitmonchan and then drags it away, and it's just like, even though you beat me, I'm taking it, because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm like, oh man, I'm unhappy. So I'm chasing this guy through the forest. Screaming, and all these Pokemon are looking at me like, whoa, what's going on? I'm not happy about this. Anyway, he gets to this hideout, and it's like this big building. It's a really derelict building. It's like a warehouse. I'm like, oh man, don't know about going in there, but I need my Hitmonchan back. So I'm running into this building, and there's this big lab where they're keeping loads of Pokemon in cages and stuff. And then, I can't be dealing with this. So anyway, I pull out my Abra, and I'm like, Abra, you know what? Teleport into the cages, get these Pokemon, teleport them out the cages. Boom. So I teleport all these Pokemon out the cages, and guess what reaction they had to their captors? They were not happy. Man, these Pokemon went to town on this Plasma Grunt. They nailed him senseless. I mean, we're talking Digletts digging everywhere. We're talking Sandslashes slashing. I mean, we're talking there was some serious Magikarp splash action going on, and this guy got his, let's just say, he got it handed to him. And anyway, so I take my Hitmonchan back. I'm like, right, you Pokemon are free to go. I won't try to capture you. You've been through enough. And none of them wanted to go. I mean, we're talking there's like 70 Pokemon in this room. They're just following me around. I mean, I'm having issues, but I've got like 70 some of them can't go very fast. That Magikarp can't splash very quickly. So I'm having to wait for all these Pokemon to follow me. It was an awkward time. But, you know, that's a story for another day. And I'm sure Nate will tell you about that because they've been following me since. It's been awkward. Right. Brown.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah, thanks for that story.
Interesting one there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I haven't heard one like that for a while.
I've just checked for Pokemon trading card game online. It is down for maintenance, so thanks for letting us know. But it will, if you're Pacific Coast, it'll be back on at 2:00 in the morning. If you are in the UK, it'll be back on in about 25 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've actually been just watching the Twitter. We've still been having a lot of things coming in from tweets and also emails here.
Apparently, Saya Springfield says that story makes them want to get a
Magikarp.
Magikarp.
Yeah. Well, everyone does love Magikarp. No, he has no moves. Well, one move.
Splash.
Yeah, but Splash doesn't do anything, does it?
Yeah,
really?
but you get that at level 20.
Yeah, that's true.
You're going to be looking at a whole new Pokemon.
You know what? You know how you can train a Pokemon and it learns its moves faster if you don't evolve it?
Yeah.
What other moves does Magikarp learn?
Oh, it does. It does learn quite a few.
So it's not completely useless.
No, but you have to
catch it at like level 5.
Yeah. you're going to be in for a long journey.
Because you have to put it out and then
Switching it out.
switch it.
Yeah.
Or use
get-
an XP share.
Yeah.
If you have one of the later games.
Get any XP share. But no, everyone loves Gyarados, which of course what Magikarp evolves into. So yeah, it's good. So keep your guesses coming in. Keep everything coming up.
Yeah, don't forget we've got our 2 competitions. I'm going to post them again on the Twitter.
Yeah, I can put them on the webcam as well for you guys watching at home. So this is our caption contest. We've had quite a few. It's up on the webcam right now. And if you win a booster pack of 10 cards. And we can announce the winners on next week's show.
We've also had a new, anyone who's visited the website recently will have noticed that there's a new layout. It looks quite new, the actual Studio Box FM page.
Yes.
So we're now completely mobile compatible. So if you are listening on a mobile and it's working okay, please let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if it isn't working, then please let us know.
Yeah.
So we can figure out how to fix it. Any feedback on the website in general would be welcome. So anyway, we're going to play our next song. Nate, would
I'll
you
just
like
quickly
to...
put up on the webcam Who's That Pokemon?
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who may have missed what James said about 20 minutes ago, there it is.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
keep your guesses coming in.
Hopefully, I'm not going to mention anything to do with it
No,
again.
it's fine. It's dope.
Because I definitely left a spoiler out there, but hopefully not everyone heard it.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
fine.
slipped past.
I do want to show you guys something actually. Have we got time to quickly do some fan art?
Yeah, do it.
It was brought to my attention this week. People like just sending me in stuff that they think I should look at that's pretty cool to do with Pokemon. I agree. Like last week, because it was the Halloween special, we looked at some pumpkins, some really good pumpkins carvings for like Celebi and Charizard and things like that. This week, I've been sent some fan art that people have been looking at and they thought I should check out. So if you do have anything that you think I should check out, please get in touch through the ways we've said, Facebook or Twitter, things like that. I'll be more than happy to look at anything Pokemon related. So here we go. This is one of them. We're looking at some fan art right now. I thought this one was pretty cool. Here we go. Right. So first thing, it's like the actual art itself is really well done. It's pretty dark, but with Charizard's flame, it kind of casts a light on everyone's shadow,
that's
on
quite
everyone's
cool.
face, which is pretty epic. Blastoise looks awesome in the background with his gun, but I just love how massive Snorlax is.
Is this Ash's team, is it?
Well, this is just like some fan art someone did of the 3 fully evolved starting Pokemon of the original series. You've got Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, and of course Snorlax just hanging around in the background looking massive. As always. Then there was this one of Suicune, which I thought was really cool. It's kind of like made it. This is a hand drawing as well, so it looks awesome. Very realistic, actually. That's kind of what I'd imagine Suicune to look like in real life. A bit like a wolf. I thought that was really cool. But I think my favourite one was talking of Magikarp and Gyarados and things. Someone sent in a Gyarados image of some fan art.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. I like that a lot. So yeah, anything you want to send in, feel free. It's always great to see stuff like that.
Nate, I keep seeing these pictures people are tweeting and posting about, where it's literally like pictures of their Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah.
I really think you should do that, because I've seen. I mean, I don't think I've ever met anyone with more cards than you.
I know, it's getting a bit out of hand. Because I've been collecting them since I was a child, and then like I stopped for years and just started again, things like that. It's just so many cards. It's unbelievable. I don't think I could lay out a card and in my house. I don't think I could lay out each card. I think it would. I haven't got enough floor space.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got them? Do you organise your cards? Do you have them into types or stages?
Yeah, I've got the tins, the promo tins you can buy are always handy for storing Pokemon cards. I have my decks, my playable decks that I play regularly, and then I have backup decks, basic decks, theme decks. Then all my spares and trading, ready for trading, are all sorted into types and stuff. So it's a big job, but you know what I like.
That's a lot of organisation.
It's a great hobby to have.
Just for looking after your cards.
I know.
So are you entering the competitions this year, Nate?
2013. I've never done it before, but I think I'm going to. I think I'm ready. I'm mentally prepared, and I'm onto a winning deck right now. I don't want to say too much about it, Maybe if you're playing Pokemon trading card game online, you might come across me and play it, because I'm working on a Terrakion deck at the minute. It's going really well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to be testing that thing out soon?
Terrakion EX, yeah, it's a great card. Just quickly, I'll talk about it. Its move, Terrakion EX is a great card because it's got a move called Pump Up Smash. It takes 3 energy cards, so it's not a lot, does 90 damage, but the great thing is after that you can attach any two basic energy cards to any of your Pokemon after that move. So essentially each turn you're attaching more than 3 energy cards.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
It's great for energizing Pokemon.
We have a few tweets and stuff here. We've got a picture here by Sarah Springfield.
Oh, yeah?
Look at that. Amazing. That's,
it's just Ash and
Gary, I'm assuming, and Professor Oak in the background pointing at
their knocked out Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm going to
retweet that. Retweet that.
And Missingo talking about his card collection. He has binder boxes and tins full of Pokemon cards. You mentioned binder boxes earlier.
Yeah. Now, is this binders? Obviously, we know what a binder is, but I don't know if any of you guys that are playing the Pokemon trading card game online. People keep saying to me, check out my binder, check out the cards I want in my binder. I'm pretty new to this, the online game, and I'm not sure how to do that. So if you know what a binder is online, and how I can check it out and things like that, let me know, because I'm not pretty sure on that.
So there's a Pokemon card online thing that you don't know?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
This binder, I've been trying...
You sure know a lot about cards.
Thanks for that, Rick.
Rick doesn't agree with that.
No. But it's so yeah, let me know, because it's been really bugging me. I think I've got a vague idea, but I've been trying to do it all day and I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's going good. I think I do prefer having the real card than the online. It's something about, because obviously the artwork and stuff's great. The different types of artwork you get and things, especially since they've been bringing out full art cards. They're serious.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. And also, the one thing is, if you enter the competition with real cards, you get to go to Hawaii.
Oh,
to
I know. Yeah.
Whereas they are releasing the tournaments on the card game online.
When you go to play a battle, you'll see on the near the bottom of the screen where you choose your deck and stuff in the middle, it will say game type. That says coming soon at the moment because it is in beta stage, but they are planning on doing tournaments regularly online, with prizes to be won and booster credits and things like that, which will be really good to kind of get into. It should bring a massive wider audience to the Pokemon trading card game, because obviously just practicality and ease for people to play it at home.
Yeah, that's it. And also being able to get the cards, but the only way to actually get new cards is by buying the boxes outside of the game. You can't buy the boxes in the game.
No, you can't buy booster credits in the game, which is good, I think, because it's kind of, I think if they went completely digital and you could buy it online and stuff, the real card game, the card game, like the physical card game, would kind of die down. People would just buy online because it's easier. So I'm kind of glad they've done that, because it's keeping the original game alive.
And also, I'm sure you'd probably just... The thing is, Pokemon, there's no card supply you can get 24-hour.
No.
Unless it's online.
Although if you... NC Games...
NC Games, which
NC
is...
Games,
yeah, NC Games, who actually donate all the booster packs to us.
Yeah,
NC Games, so check them out.
Check them out, yeah, definitely. But, yeah, it's... we need to... I'd love to just buy, like, in bulk. It would be...
Just the lots of cards. You just open them all. Do one of those YouTube videos where you just open loads of them.
Yeah, there's loads of those. If you're not sure about it, check out YouTube. There's so many videos of people opening loads of booster pack cards and things like that. And it's kind of it's the whole Pokemon community. It's really good. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, so Nate, another song then?
Yeah, we can crack on with another song. We have played this one again before, but I'm really bad at coming up with Pokemon related songs, and Pokemania Rick isn't here. So
before you play that, we just had a tweet about Magikarp's moves.
Oh, yeah?
So the moves Magikarp can use are Splash, which is useful, Tackle, it's all right, Flail, and Bounce, being a tutor move. So they are the moves that Magikarp can do. So it's not completely useless.
Although,
it's still pretty
if
terrible.
I had the choice of those moves or evolving to Gyarados...
I want to get Dragon Rage. You're sorted, really, aren't you?
Yeah, it's... Yeah, a little bit of trivia about Dragon Rage. You know, it was the only dragon move in the original games.
That's some trivia fact right there.
But because it was the only dragon move in the game, and it only does 40, it always does 40 HP damage. There was no weakness to dragon, because dragon move, if it's the only dragon move, you use it against a dragon, it would always do 40, so even though it's weak to it. So.
That's amazing.
Cool story, bro.
Thanks for that, Rick.
There we go.
So yeah, let's crack on with this song. This is Chad Kroeger featuring Josie Scott with Fero.
I am so high, I can hear heaven. I'm so high, I can hear heaven. Oh, but heaven, no heaven, don't hear me. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. Someone told me love would all save us. But how can that be? Look what love gave us. A world full of killing and blood spilling. That world never came. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. Now that the world isn't ending, it's love that I'm sending to you. It isn't the love of a hero, and that's why I fear it won't do. And they say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. I'll hold on to the wings of the eagles. Watch as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. And they're watching us. They're watching us as we all fly away. Whoa.
A Fero certainly can save us.
Yeah, that's true.
I do love Fero. Yeah, we're going to have to get a Pokemon album or something.
Yeah, we really need some more Pokemon songs.
We
If
do.
you guys have any, please
Any
send them
ideas,
in.
keep sending them in.
Yeah.
We've had like the band called Mew. There's a band called
There's
Mew.
a band called Mew, yeah,
Yeah.
which is very close to what we're looking
Exactly.
for.
It was only last week that I realised we hadn't done Mewtwo, so I did it at the start of this show.
Oh, you too.
Yeah,
You
Mewtwo, yeah.
I don't know how we missed that one.
I know. So once again, guys, any contact information and things like that, if you want to get involved in our competitions or just things to share with us and stuff like that, you can text in on 60777, start your text with the word StudyVox. You can email at radio@studyvox.com, or you can tweet at StudyVoxFM or at Pokemania FM. You can head over to Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/Pokemania FM, or just search Pokemania in the Facebook search bar.
Got a very squeaky chair, Nate.
Yeah.
Today.
Hit like on the Facebook page as well. while you're there.
Hit
That'd be
like
great.
while you're there. That'll be good for us.
That'd be great.
So we coming to the end of the show now. We've got the news with Will Stanton coming very
up,
soon in a few minutes.
yeah.
So Nate, do you want to announce the winners from last week's competitions?
Yes, last week's competitions was with the Who's That Pokemon? It was, of course, Umbreon. It was a Halloween special. I thought I'd go for a dark Pokemon. Rick told me off because he said it was too easy, but hey, it was Halloween. We've got to celebrate. So yeah, it was Umbreon. And our winner who guessed in through Facebook this week was Anthony Moten. So congratulations, Anthony. If you can get in touch with us, if you can email us or through Facebook, send us a message, private message, just with your details, contact info.
You'll win a pack of 10.
we can send over you the card of Umbreon and also a booster pack containing 10 cards. So congratulations. In terms of our caption contest, again, I can't really read it out at the minute, but it was Rob Story. So congratulations, who emailed us in here with his caption. I can we might be able to put it on the Facebook and things, but we can't read it out right now.
No, we got it through an email last week, but we can't read it out on air this time.
Yeah,
just because we know a lot of the listeners
and it's America,
and we can't hit the watch.
Yeah, we can't be too.
We've had a very cool picture tweeted in by Sarah Springfield of some real-life Pokemon League badges. They look awesome.
Oh, you know what? I've actually seen those. I saw them last week. That picture, I'm well tempted to order them.
I think you should. Wear them.
Wear them
with
all the
pride.
time. I was thinking of getting all of them, like, from each game.
And just wear them all.
Yeah, and so when I open my coat, it's
just full of badges.
Absolutely. Why not?
Like that.
Why not?
Like that.
Yeah, thanks for sending that in. It's great.
So
there are winners. Again, if for the caption contest, Rob Story, you'll be winning booster pack. If you can email us back at radio@studyvox.com and just let us know your contact info so we can send your prizes over. That would be great.
Yeah, and anyone who's entered this week, you will get known. You'll know if you've won next week. We'll announce on the show. We'll also try and contact you. It's what we always try to do, just in case you do miss the show and we announce your name and you don't hear from us. And
yeah, we will try and get into
things
contact
like that
and
happen.
stuff.
So we will try and contact you. However you enter, we will find you.
Yeah, there's so many ways to get in touch. But yeah, so it's been good.
It's been an interesting show without Rick here.
It is.
He's still here though.
And that's when she said she had crabbies. That's what Diglett said.
Just Rick sharing some shinfo.
I've got my Pokeballs trapped.
So thanks for that, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm sure he'll appreciate all this.
But
hey, Nate.
100 HP?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. Rick will be back next week. We'll all be here next week, all three of us.
Back to normal.
We'll definitely sort out some online battles with you guys as well. We'll get on that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And anything you want to send in the meantime, any news that we've kind of missed or anything you want us to cover, any suggestions that you want us to, any questions, any answers you want us to talk about on next week's show, more than happy to send us in. We're kind of running out of time now, so the news with Will Stanton's coming up next, followed by me. I'm doing a rock show after the news, so stay tuned for some rock music.
Some rock music coming on.
Get you going for the evening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or whatever time it is.
Whatever time it is in your area.
Yeah.
You can always live some rock music. In the meantime, got to remember, got to catch them all.
Oh, yeah. There's still like 15 seconds.
There's 15 seconds.
Before Will comes in. So, don't forget these competitions. Well, you've got a whole week. So if you weren't sure who they were, you've still got a week left to guess. Google your answers or something like that. Okay, here we go.
Okay, 5.
Here's the news with Will Stanton.
Yeah.
See you
Thanks
later,
for
guys.
listening.